Do 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 do. Greetings, witches, wizards, and magical mortals of planet Earth. It's Shay, your favorite modern magus, wishing you a whimsically wonderful welcome to my virtual realm. I have no self-control. I recently visited the Harry Potter Shop New York store in New York City, and if you don't know about the Harry Potter Shop New York, this store is the first official flagship store in the United States. So it's a pretty big deal, especially for my fellow Potterheads. So you know that I had to spend some well-earned Gringotts coins, and in today's video, I will be showing you all of the magical goodies and charmed curiosities that I got at the Harry Potter Shop New York store. So, if you are ready to unbox the magic and unveil all of the various oddities in these goodie bags, and you know, grab your wands and your largest butterbeer tankard and just keep on watching. Here's what the bags look like from the Harry Potter Shop New York store. 'Tis a magical but basic craft paper bag that says Harry Potter Shop New York. Visit our website harrypottershop.com and the QR code with all of their socials and information. The grand reveal of the back. Oh, she's naked. We love a natural queen. The first item happens to be a wearable that I am in fact wearing. The first item is this sweater. So this is the Slytherin Quidditch jumper. It is so cozy, so high quality, very thick knit material in Slytherin house colors with the Slytherin crest here. And I felt like it was very fitting for this video today to wear it to go ahead and set the precedent for a very Harry Potter, Harry haul. Let's just start with the first bag of goodies. There is a lot to show here. So many great items, collectibles, and merchandise pieces at this store. It is actually quite overwhelming, the amount of items that are available in the store. I gave myself a budget because I am in fact a practical witch. So the first item of the haul is... Well, a second. Did you catch that? I was testing you. OWLs are coming up. Stay on your toes. The second item of the haul is a Slytherin backpack, the SG Slytherin backpack from the Harry Potter collection. It's very much giving preppy dark academia. It's a great emerald green color. On the front, we have a Slytherin patch, and we have a patch here that looks like a potion or perhaps the tip of a quill. It has Slytherin embroidered here above the zipper pouch. A standard front zipper pouch with a zipper pull that looks like Salazar Slytherin's locket. Down here is a Sherpa teddy bear material S patch for Slytherin. Got some standard preppy stripes here on the sides. To finish off the front design, we have got these little faux leather loops. They have S on them. Correct me if I'm wrong, and this could just be my imagination running, but I do think that these loops are meant to be a wand holder. For example, I have Hermione's wand from the Noble collection, and we can just slide the wand into one loop and out the other. Now you have a safe spot to place your wand. If you're running late, didn't have a chance to grab your robe, now you can stick your wand here in these loops. I don't know if that's actually what it's for. It doesn't say anywhere or show anywhere that that's what it's for, but I mean, come on. How could you not think that that's just a perfect use for those loops? Slip your wand in there. Out of sight, out of mind. On the back, we have got some pretty thin little canvas straps. I definitely do think that these could have been better material. We've got a handle at the top with a button, pouches on either side of the backpack. And if we open it up, she zips in the front, and inside is a very standard solid gray color. It really would have set it off had they put a Slytherin pattern inside. We also have a laptop or an extra book sleeve inside, and it does have a pretty good amount of space. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. How dare you make that rookie mistake. The next item in the sack of magic is a wax seal set. This is the Slytherin House Deluxe Wax Seal Set by the Noble Collection. I have had my eyes on this set for quite a while, and when I saw it in the Harry Potter shop in New York, I knew the universe was telling me, girl, you need it. It comes in a beautifully presented box with the very festive house-colored wax and a Slytherin wax seal. I am most excited about the Slytherin wax seal. Of course, wax will melt, but the wax seal is going to be a possession that I can cherish for years to come. I love that we have the house mascot with the Slytherin crest, and it shows you on the box what the wax seal's design is going to look like. On the back of the box, we have the standard Slytherin house crest. As an authentic practitioner of the occult magical arts, I do make my own spell jars and potions, and atop every potion and spell jar, one must seal it with a wax seal. The next item in this Harry Potter haul, did you guess it? You guessed it. It's a pin. This one is pretty simple. It has green resin. It says Headgirl. Definitely a title that I very much so represent. And on behalf of my house and Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, I will proudly wear my Headgirl pin. I think this is so cute, especially if you would like to use it as a prop for photos or for videos, and also definitely going to have to add to my robes for my next Universal run. Let's take a lucky dive back into the bag. What else do we have in here? We have a potion. Okay, so it's not actually a potion, but a very potion-esque bottle, and these are the Harry Potter collection and the Carat shop collaboration chocolate frog earrings. Thought these were just darling. Now, I am naturally a maximalist, so I tend to be very extra. I love a lot of stuff going on at all times. Crazy hats, makeup, hair, nails, all the nine. But sometimes, especially at my mugglish 9 to 5, I do enjoy a good basic statement moment. Perfect to add a magical touch to a muggle-esque cosplay, if you know what I'm saying. I feel like I could put myself in here. I'm not going to do that. Actually, 100 likes and I will shove my body into this bag. Run it up. Next, we have a Hogwarts tea towel. This is the Hogwarts Crest tea towel. I was intrigued by the blue color. I feel that they are going for the color scheme of a Patronus for this specific design. I also really loved how they presented it with this black and gold Harry Potter ribbon, and the ribbon has a bunch of Harry Potter symbols and then black with gold foiling. I love to keep and repurpose ribbons like this on Harry Potter and Wizarding World merchandise. Definitely going to be adding to my kitchen. Bring in a little magic. This next item is probably one of my favorite things that I got. Are you guys ready? I don't think you're ready for it. A stunning handbag featuring stitched patches and golden charms, as well as one of the most iconic Horcruxes from the Harry Potter franchise. I fell in love with this bag when I saw it, and I just had to have it. I love the maroon burgundy color. I love keychains. I always have a ton of keychains on everything. And on this bag, we have a platform 9 3/4 coin, the sorting hat, Hedwig, a little snowy owl, and our very own Hogwarts acceptance letter. This actually has the writing on the back. I mean, they really did not skimp out on the attention to detail. On top of that, we have Harry's glasses. Now, these still do have protective plastic on them, so they're not actually blue. I just haven't taken the plastic off of them yet. I could definitely do that right now. I will be honest, I'm not a huge fan of these big derpy Harry Potter glasses. I do understand the vision because they put a mirror on either side of these glasses, so Harry's glasses become a mirror for you if you'd like to utilize them as such. I think other than their mirror functionality, they're just a little bit of like an eyesore on the bag, so I do like that you can take these off. I will probably take Harry's glasses off of the front of the bag and just use it like this. Much more consumable this way. I do think it would have been cute if they would have included included Harry's glasses as one of these golden charms. Either way, it's still really cute. And another great feature is it comes with a messenger strap. So you can actually connect the messenger strap and convert her into a crossbody bag. The inside of the bag is so cute. It's a yellow pattern with the iconic Hogwarts wax seals and Hedwig. Such a cute little print inside the bag, and the yellow, it all is very well coordinated, and I really love it. It's beautiful. I think this is just perfect. I cannot wait to wear this, and I think this would be great for every day or especially for a theme park run. The last items in the first large bag are more wearables. The Slytherin house scrunchies. These are definitely a basic essential. And honestly, I just have yet to ever buy one of these. Since I tend to like to do twin tails, I had to get two. So we have two standard scrunchies. These are the canvasy material. I really wish they had the silky satin version of these because I prefer to use silk or satin on my hair, but they only had these standard canvasy ones. So I went ahead and grabbed two. Moving on to the second bag, I want to dive into the mini bag next. First things first, we are going to pull out another jewelry item, the Harry Potter collection and the Carat Shop collaboration of the Time Turner necklace. Now this is the full-sized replica version. They also have a smaller, dainty choker-sized version of the Time Turner, which is a very cute option. I do usually prefer to wear chokers and shorter necklaces anyway, but for the nostalgia and iconic look of the Time Turner, I just had to go with the most lifelike replica that I could find. And here we have it, the Time Turner. The next item is wrapped in tissue paper, so we do have a delicate. I was so excited about this item, and when I saw it, I just had to have it. A chocolate frog keychain. This is a gorgeous chocolate frog keychain, mind you. There are sometimes like smaller, little daintier keychains. No ma'am, no ma'am. This is a very chunky chocolate frog, and I like them thick. I like my chocolate frogs with some girth. Here we have a chunky chocolate frog keychain, and what I really love about this is that the resin is a beautiful deep brown, chocolate brown color. It's very thick, very expensive and luxurious looking, and then we have the chocolate frog box. I just love this keychain. I think it's so beautiful. I happen to be a very avid chocolate frog lover, and I've always loved the aesthetic and the look of chocolate frogs, as well as actually eating them. I enjoy chocolate frogs. It's one of my Honeydukes favorites, a must-have when in Hogsmeade. I thought it would be perfect to pair this keychain with my new Slytherin bag. I don't know if I want to put it next to the Salazar Slytherin locket or if I want to hang it up here or something like that, maybe on the zipper. Either way, it's just going to be so cute. The next item in the bag, the Butterbeer Tankards. So these, of course, are the plastic souvenir versions. Here is what the souvenir cup looks like. And of course, I have two because my fiance and I both enjoyed our own unique style of butterbeer at the Harry Potter shop store. The New York store had an amazing butterbeer area. I loved it. The butterbeer was amazing. I personally enjoy drinking the butterbeer in the cold version, and my fiance likes to drink it frozen. I think the cold version slaps so fantastically because it tastes just like a cream soda. On the front of the souvenir cup, you can see that it says from the original 1550 leaky cauldron recipe, brewed and bottled in the United Kingdom. These are still a little foggy because truthfully we rinsed them out. They do have a station to rinse them out at the store, but they need to be washed with a little scrubby and a good soap, which has not happened yet. They have just been traveling. So now I will definitely give them a good scrub. I love to use these for iced coffees. I have another one of the souvenir cups from Universal that I use quite regularly. So now we can add two more to the arsenal. Speaking of butterbeer, what is your favorite way to drink butterbeer? Do you like the cold version? Do you like it frozen? Let me know how you drink your butterbeer in the comments down below. And hey, while you're down there, drop your Hogwarts house and let me know which house you are representing. There is still so much more to get through. Ah, yes, the Easter egg. A show bell. Shay, whatever is that doing in there? Well, you see, while we were in New York, we went and saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child with Tom Felton. Yes, with Tom Felton as Daddy Draco Malfoy. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The reason why we flew ourselves to New York City was specifically to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on Broadway, starring Tom Felton as Draco Malfoy. These were our show bills from the Broadway show. I had to keep these relics. They're not technically from the Harry Potter shop, but I just had to share some of the details with you guys. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure that you head over there and follow me because I dedicated a whole post and story highlights to the New York trip, to the Harry Potter shop New York store, and to the Cursed Child and Tom Felton on Broadway. You don't want to miss all that extra content. But here is the show bill, and it says Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And this was at Lyric Theater. You will see the Cursed Child info on this page, and then if we continue, there's a little bit of a journey to the 8th story. First full spread. It takes you through all of the years at Hogwarts, year 1, all the way through year 7, and then it says 19 years later. Harry, now aged 37, and Ginny and Ron and Hermione watch as their children board the Hogwarts Express. They also provided some Harry Potter lingo if you just happen to need to refresh a little bit on that. We have the Hogwarts house sorting ceremony on this page. To scan the QR code, now I already know where I belong. But it is there for anyone that wanted to take that really quick while they were watching or waiting for the show to start. The most important part of the show bill has got to be the cast page. So here you can see it says Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy. Look who we have here. You can see it there, as well as more of the cast members within this spread. Malfoy in the house. This was my first ever Broadway, and it was so magical and memorable for it to be Harry Potter, let alone with Tom Felton actually starring as Draco Malfoy. Now to see him on the Broadway as Draco himself, just reprising his role, it was truly magical, and I will never forget it. Also, 10 out of 10 freaking show, absolutely splendid, blew my balls off, just fantastic. Now we're going to move on to the next item. If you got to see, or if you are planning to see The Cursed Child with Tom Felton, let us know in the comments below because it's so exciting. Next item is another sweet from Honey Dukes, and we have here chocolate covered fudge flies. Apparently it blows my top off. So we actually purchased the chocolate flavored fudge flies for the younger witches and wizards in our family to eat and enjoy. A little souvenir of sorts from our magical excursion. The next item. Well, there are a few other random things in here that don't really constitute as part of the haul. They're just in there. You know how it is when you're traveling. You just put things in things. The next item is another witchy essential. We have the classic Slytherin House headband in Slytherin House colors, of course. A standard staple. I just had yet to ever secure one of these. I figured if I'm going to get the scrunchies, I might as well invest in the headband for all of my Hogwarts fits. I think, yeah, the rest of the stuff in here is just like receipts, and then we also got 2 pin badges as a free gift. Each of us got one. They were doing some promotions in the store while we were there, offering free gifts, and of course the free gift was something that is old and no one really wants anymore. But here is the pin badge. It says Hogwarts in the Snow 2025. Technically speaking, even though it was 2026 while we were there, it was still snowing and there was still snow on the ground. So perhaps turn the 5 into a 6, and we've got an accurate little souvenir of the trip, and we have 2 of them now. So that is all that is in bag number 2. Now we still have a very large bag to get through, and if you're still here, you're clearly a witch or a wizard. So take a second and subscribe to join the rest of us. You don't want to miss out on the fun. So many great quests to embark on coming in the very near future, and a magical teaser for you if you're still here. I have so many whimsical owl post packages coming right now, literally on their way as we speak, and it is going to get very exciting over here on this corner of my virtual realm, in this corner of the internet interwebs. And you want to be a part of it. You do. You don't want to miss it. Do you have FOMO? Are you feeling FOMO?
That's the goal.
I cast FOMO. Let's move to bag number 3. All right, you crazy magical weirdos. The last bag is a chonk. And there's still so many fun things in here. The first item in the last magical bag is in fact, everybody sing it with me. Do, 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 do. I am such a sucker for wands, especially the licensed Harry Potter wands from the Wizarding World collection. I love the character wands, I love the house wands that they do, I love the Harry Potter artifact inspired wands, and as you can see, the wand that I picked up on my trip happens to be lined in a box of gold. And if you know anything about the Wizarding World and the wands, you will know that that is a telltale sign of the house associated with the wand in the box. Now, I am a Slytherin. Not sure if you caught on to that yet. Typically, the wands that I buy are the Slytherin house releases, but this one, the Hufflepuffs were really going hard with this one. On the box, we have the classic design that says Exclusive Design Collection, Harry Potter, and on the back, we have Wizarding World and Harry Potter. As I mentioned, these sides bordered in yellow, and you will see the title of the wand on this corner, the Bowtruckle. Such an amazing, fantastic beast character and magical beast in general. If you are a fan of fantastic beasts or magical creatures in general, then you are probably aware of Pickett the Bowtruckle. He is one of my favorite fantastic beasts characters, and I happen to love Pickett and Newt Scamander's relationship. If you've spotted him already, leave it in the comments below and leave a like on this video. But I have a Pickett right back here behind me, and he is very chatty. So when you open up the wand box, very festive gift tissue on the top, and as we open the wand, you will be met with a few items. First, we always have the description card. They did put 2 in my wand box. I think that was a mistake, but we will continue on. And we will read that in a second. I don't want to spoil it too much. There is also a small card inside that says, Fragile Collectible Wand, not a toy. And here it is. Absolutely gorgeous. Definitely for my fellow Taurus gang and earth signs. You are probably gawking at this as much as I was. Very earth coded and truly right up my alley. This is so ornate. I fell in love with the design of this wand. The end looks like a Bowtruckle, and it also looks like the Bowtruckle has little twin tails on the top of its head. If you look very closely, you can actually see what looks to be like a Bowtruckle face on the end of the wand. And the whole wand is a tree limb wrapped with leaves. It is very substantial. Feels great to hold. Definitely cast friendly. Look at how it just sits right there on my palm bubble. My palm bubble. It's perfect. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that. I am a Slytherin, not a Hufflepuff, but my sister is a Hufflepuff, so I definitely get down with the Hufflepuffs. I be parading about with the puffs. Here we have the collection card inside, and it says, The Bowtruckle. Inspired by the peaceful and intensely shy creatures, the Bowtruckle wand features the likeness of the magical beast and faithful companion of Newt Scamander. Celebrating the guardians of wand-quality trees, this design is for all those who seek to protect the natural world. And on the back, you will see the Hufflepuff house crest. Where my Hufflepuffs at? If you're a Hufflepuff, leave a yellow heart down in the comments below and a like on this video. Okay, what else do we have in here? Ah, yes. For the studious witches and wizards, we have an exercise book. Now I know what you're all thinking. You're probably thinking,
A Slytherin enjoying studious activities, how dare she?
Well, I happen to be very studious. So, drop the Slytherin stereotypes, bud. Here we have a replica exercise book for Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. This is an actual replica featuring artwork originally created for the Harry Potter films by Mina Lima. On the front of these books, there is a title badge that says Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It has a space for your name and your class, so if I wanted to utilize this for my time with Professor Trelawney or Daddy Snape, I could just put my name and then put potions or divination in the class bar. I really love this marbled thick paint look. They did have a few other versions of these replica books, different designs that you could choose from. I love that this is a magical take on a composition book. You can see on the back we have the Mina Lima logo, and it says, "This reproduction artwork was originally created for the Harry Potter films by Mina Lima." And it says right there on the back. I did purchase this to actually use as a functional notebook, but if you did not want to use it in its functional sense, you could still use this as a prop or to dress up on your trips to Universal, the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, or even just for cosplay purposes. What else do we have? Ah, yes, indeed. We have a tote bag. Within the Harry Potter Shop New York store, they had different merch sections. In the very front of the store, where they had Fox the Phoenix and all of his amazing merch, they also had a section dedicated to merch specifically for the New York store. So within that New York proper merch section, they had a few tote bag options. This is the one I chose. So this is the canvas tote. They also had more of a plasticky shopping bag type. It was just a no-brainer to go with the canvas tote. So this is a beige canvas tote that says Wizarding World, Harry Potter, New York. And on the back, we have a quote that says, "New York is considerably more interesting than I expected," by Newt Scamander himself. So this is a Fantastic Beasts merch item. You can see the tag right there in the front. And I felt like this was just a super cute staple item that I will get so much use out of, whether I'm going to the grocery store or I'm going to get flowers, or perhaps I want to just take some items from my home to my office. A great way to magicify your Muggle 9 to 5 as well, if you'd like to use this for your office supplies, for your work computer, anything like that. It's just a very great size, very great material, very great color. I also love that it just says Harry Potter New York, so that I can have a little something to remember the store. The next item is very iconic for a certain set of troublesome twins. We have the replica of the Marauders map. This replica is housed in a nice, thick, plastic housing, which was actually very great for me because I had to shove all of this into a suitcase, throw it onto a plane, and fly it back to my home state. I did not want the map to get damaged or bent or folded, so this was able to maintain the integrity of the collectible item throughout my travels, which is very great. Otherwise, I usually am not a huge fan of plastic packaging at all, especially for magical items, but in this case, it was really helpful. Here we have the Marauders map. It is a large replica, of course, and we are going to open it up and take a full look at it. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. Mischief managed. There we have the Marauders Map Replica. Alrighty folks, we are dwindling down to the last little pile of items. She is done. Dobby is free. I could sleep right in this very moment. Okay, that's enough. I smell mac and cheese. I think my other half is brewing up mac and cheese in the other room. I honestly love that for him. So the last little pile of items happen to kind of go hand in hand. We have a few different stationery items. There is a plane deciding to fly over right now. Muggles. A whole slew of them. Alrighty, so first up, we have two different sets of folders. The first set of folders is a thicker paper stock version of folders. 1, 2, and 3 different styles of folders. These are from the Harry Potter collection, and I wanted to use these to magicify my Muggle 9 to 5. I work in an office. corporate baddie. I work in marketing, so I am always dealing with a plethora of marketing collateral, brochures and business cards, and pamphlets and leaflets and booklets, oh my. And I'm very regularly transporting these paper materials, these physical materials to and from. So what better way to store my muggle paperwork than in a Hogwarts inspired folder? And I just really enjoyed these designs. I think that they're very classic, very preppy, and I can put them in my preppy Slytherin sack. On top of those folders, we have one more set. These are more of a plastic material, and these are a butterbeer design. Super cute, love these as well. They come with 2 folders in this set featuring the iconic butterbeer design by Mina Lima, also going into my Muggle job bag. The last item of the haul, we have some very festive Harry Potter gift wrap. These feature the Hogwarts book covers, all of the original book cover art by Mina Lima. You can see it is filled from corner to corner, edge to edge, with the iconic Hogwarts book covers. This is perfect if you want to wrap a fellow magical friend's gift or loved one's gift, of course, or even if you would like to utilize to wrap prop gifts, which I do tend to do sometimes during the holiday season. You can even use this for Outpost if you would like to write letters to your friends and secure them in this, leave your wax seal on top, or even write your letters on this, use it as whimsical stationery. Congratulations, traveler. You have reached the completion checkpoint of this quest. That is everything that I got at the Harry Potter Shop New York store in New York City. What did you all think of this very magical Harry Potter haul? Let me know what your favorite items from the haul were down in the comments below. And like I said, let me know which Hogwarts house you are representing as well. Share this video with a magical friend or someone that just needs a little bit of whimsy sprinkled into their monotony. Be sure to stick around and stay tuned for more adventures, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!